Cute kids that make it into an eye-growing fashion industry are a boon, with people celebrating beauty and uniqueness from all over the world. Today we have some of these cute models who have grown up to become the faces of the industry. So hold on tight and let's begin with the video. Zendaya. Turns out the latest face of MJ for Marvel's Spider-Man has been grinding ever since she was a kid. Zendaya Coleman started as the opposite of Bella Thorne and Disney's Shake It Up. And now that she's transformed into such an icon, it is amazing how things turned out for her. Variety's Actors on Actors series, Zendaya appreciates Carey Mulligan from Promising Young Women for getting her started in Disney. Zendaya told Vogue Australia, "I had a very clear vision of what I wanted to do. I had a very good sense of self, and I think I also took a lot of lessons just from being in the industry for so long." She's also the youngest Best Actress in a Drama Emmy winner, and she isn't stopping. The sky's the limit, Zen. Niklas Peltz. Niklas Peltz entered the film industry with the Christmas comedy Deck the Halls when she was just 11 years old, and about 2 years later she made another appearance in Harold, a comedy inspired by Shannon's work on Saturday Night Live. But we all know her as our very own waterbender from The Last Airbender, playing Katara. She's now known for playing Bradley Bates Motel in an A&E series as Tessa Yeager from Transformers: Age of Extinction. She also works as a model. She is going to become a beautiful lady with a good career ahead of her. Christina Fiore. She started her career as a model when she was just 3 years old. Thanks to her supermodel mother who introduced her to the industry and set a career for the young model, this would be the life she had to embrace, and she loves every bit of it. She is now 16 and things are just getting better for her. She still looks gorgeous, she's still an athlete, actress, and a top-notch model. Teyeon Blondo. Teyeon Blondo started her career as a model when she was just 4 years old. I'm sure that we all know her from Vogue's infant shoot in Vogue Paris, and at the time she was only 10 years old. The controversy that ensued led to the masses believing that the pose was too mature for the 10-year-old and could not stop Teyeon from shining through, and she prevailed, and she's also been featured in the Jalouse magazine and starred in a Dolce & Gabbana campaign with stars like Zendaya, Lucky Blue Smith, and Presley Garber. She can be seen sitting front row in fashion shows for brands like Chanel, next to other fashion queens like Brooklyn Beckham, Kaia Gerber, Gabrielle Kane, Day Lewis, and Barbara Palvin. She's also one of L'Oreal's ambassadors, which puts her names amongst the top supermodels. Gigi Hadid. Gigi Hadid has been a model since she can remember. She started her career as a guest baby when she was just 2 years old. Then after a break, Gigi returned to the ramp in 2011 when she became a little more grown and wiser, but then next year she became the face of Guess. And that was just the beginning, and that is when she walked her runway in 2014. She went on to become one of the most in-demand models in the entire globe. She's been featured in pretty much every magazine from Vogue Arabia to Prada and Victoria's Secret. She's also one of the biggest influencers on Instagram, and she's done a lot in her career, and she might be in the history books in the future. Alexa Vega. Alexa has been on the screen since she was 4. I'm sure that you've watched Spy Kids. That was the movie that was her breakout moment. She always knew that she wanted to be in front of the camera. She belonged to a normal family, and attending regular school kept her grounded. I don't know life any other way, and I love it. You always hear these stories of people who grew up in Hollywood and they're like, we lost our childhood, but I was very fortunate. Sure, there were long days on set, but as a kid, I knew that about the work, she shrugged. Lindsay Lohan. She started as America's favorite ginger. She started with commercials like Jell-O. Lohan then went on to score her breakout movie role as Haley Parker and Annie James in 1998. She also had a role in The Mean Girls in 2004, and she was blooming as a star. But later, Lohan was caught in controversies after being arrested multiple times for possession of narcotics, DUI, and hit and run. This was the reason why later she got blacklisted by directors and she started making headlines. She wants to return to the industry and hopefully work with Martin Scorsese and Steven Spielberg. That is her dream. Well, she's a very talented actor and I hope she does. Julia Winter. Charlie and the Chocolate Factory was one of the most famous movies in 2005. Julia Winter played Veruca Salt, and her performances garnered a lot of positive reviews. She also had a very good time making the movie, but she didn't like being an actress or the show business after all, and flew back to Sweden and began studying at the Karolinska Institute in Stockholm and became a doctor. Well, she's a great actress though, but I'm sure the industry would have their arms open if she changed her mind. Dani Chase. Well, we cannot pinpoint a role as she has a lot of iconic roles under her name. People who fancy horror movies like her as the spectral demon child Samara in The Ring, released in 2002, or Samantha Darko, perhaps from the movie Donnie Darko in 2001. Wait, that's not all. She also gave her voice to Lilo for Lilo and Stitch in 2002 and Chiro in the anime hit Spirited Away in 2001. Kaia Gerber. For Kaia, I'm sure it was written in the stars. Born to Cindy Crawford and Randy Gerber, she made her debut in 2010 in a campaign for Versace Kids, and she was just 10 at the time. But she was trapped in controversy when they wore a short skirt, and so Cindy thought it wasn't the right time. The right time came when she was 16, and since then she's everywhere, be it on the cover of a magazine, walking the runway in the finest couture. Thank you for watching. Subscribe for more and don't forget the bell. Take care, stay safe, and we'll see you in the next one.